They see new project, they say, oh, this is scam. And somebody will write a comment and run away. He never even read the white paper or go to the website or know any details. Some other people will just come and comment, oh, this is haram. And they will go. It's easy to say the word, but there is a responsibility behind this. We need to go and dig into the details. Is it Sharia compliant? Is it halal? Is it not?
Islamic is a opus magnum for us.
We'll put the rumors to rest. This project is not haram. This project is halal. Is that correct? Gentlemen, what is Islamic Coin and what inspired you to create it? Tell me about this.
Okay, maybe I start with this question. Well, actually, Islamic Coin is a native coin of HAQQ network, which is our blockchain that we created. But let me address this from a different point of view, where always people think like, why do we need another more blockchain? Why do we need another more coin? So aren't we have enough in the Web3 space? Adding more and more and more, it need to have sense. It need to have some logical reasons behind it. So if we look in general today on what's happening on the blockchain and crypto and Web3, we will notice that in a lot of projects or majority, still there is a lack of attachment to ethics and values. And in a lot of business that people are doing, they are really focusing on how to get profit, how to benefit from the business. They don't really put the community first. And when we started thinking about this project, the first thing that drove us to think about it is how to link ethics and values with the business, how to put the community first. And with furthermore researches, we found out that the Islamic financial school exists for more than 1,400 years. And it's based on ethics and values. And it is not exclusive for Muslims only. It's a financial school that anyone in the world with different colors, countries, religious, or background, they can use it. And it always puts the community first. But we found that this school is still underserved. This school, it serves a community that's more than 1.8 billion Muslim people, and the other non-Muslim people beyond that community. And this school, if you look at the whole entities that created related to Islamic finance, you will never find a single Islamic banking, for example, or Islamic financial entity that filed a bankruptcy. So it's a successful financial model that serves a 1.8 billion and beyond community with a market cap of more than $3 trillion for Islamic finance, expected to be 3.69 this year. And also with a halal products market cap of $4 trillion. So it's total, we talk about $7 trillion and huge community that's underserved. And the best tools in technology today to serve this financial school is the blockchain, crypto, because it talks about same things. I mean, Islamic financial school, it talks about ethics, values, transparency, and putting the community first, and how to make the transactions governance by the community, how to eliminate mediators, how to make it work for both parties in a balanced way and sustainable way. And blockchain, crypto, Web3 is the best tool to match this technology today. That was the inspiration. And also, we wanted to provide something not only to do a business, but we want to enable the community with innovative tool that enables them to do their day-to-day transaction in a very transparent way, and always to give back to the community, where in our project, you will notice that 10% of every minted coins goes to Evergreen DAO that serves the community and fund their project.
Boom. That was a great explanation of Islamic Coin. Before we get too much into it, I'd love to get introductions for everybody here. Mohammed, Alex, please introduce yourself. What do you have to do with the project? And feel free to brag a little bit.
Okay, cool. So I'm Mohammed. I'm a computer science engineer. I'm focusing on artificial intelligence, and my all previous businesses was all relating around technology and what is related to that, Industry 4.0, automation, and AI. But then I wanted to go in the blockchain and crypto world. And I was lucky enough to meet my amazing co-founders, because, you know, when you do business or projects on crypto, sometimes you have the team that has the right idea, but with the wrong team, where they want just to do to do it in a wrong way, like dump and put the coins and take the money and run away. There is no ethics there. And sometimes you have the right team and the wrong idea. But when I met Andre, Alex, and all the amazing co-founders, I found that we together can really create something great. And I can say that, alhamdulillah, today we are blessed with big and amazing results. And I'm always happy and lucky to work with such amazing co-founders.
Alex?
Yep. So I'm Alex Balgov. I'm the co-founder and the chief legal officer for the HAQQ Association, for the whole ecosystem. So yeah, my path in crypto started like 5-6 years ago, and previously I was always on the consulting side, so on the regulatory, on the setting up the Web3 projects, structuring them. So yeah, some of them got world-renowned and the big ones. So this was my personal success. And then when we created the idea of the HAQQ and the Islamic, so all pieces like fell into places, because previously, so I realized that previous 5 years I was gathering and accumulating all these knowledges and the best practices that now I can finally implement as something of my very own.
I'm Andre. I'm Chief Technical Officer and also co-founder for starting Islamic Coin and HAQQ. I was working in different areas such as fintech, banking, information security, cloud computing, lots of them. And even though I've been in, I started my blockchain path in maybe 2012, but it was just a hobby. I just developed some prototypes, MVPs, just to pleasure my curiosity. And by this path, I convinced myself that in order for blockchain to succeed as an idea, blockchain first has to be adopted by enterprises. So I focused myself on that, and past few years I worked on enterprise adoption of blockchain. I was wrong, and now I'm doing public blockchains, like it's Islamic Coin, the first project, which is for end users, for not for companies. And I like building something around which community is being formed, and I've been very into this idea since the early days of my IT path. I'm active open source contributor, and I like the community-driven projects a lot.
Excellent. And then switching back to Islamic Coin. So what I'm hearing is Islamic Coin is an ethical crypto coin specifically for like the Islamic or Arab world, could be for anybody. Is that the case? And could you just briefly go over again, what is the exact utility of Islamic Coin? Okay,
fine. So we discussed just moments ago that we have a huge community of 1.9 billion and beyond that of non-Muslims who actually like to use the Islamic financial school. If you look at the banks, for example, in Africa, they have Islamic banks there, they have more members than non-Muslims, more than Muslims actually there. And we have many other examples. So this is something global that benefits people, communities, and humanity. Now, the utility of it, if you look at the lifestyle that Muslims are living and the communities of non-Muslims that follow that lifestyle in life, it actually manages all parts or areas of life. It manages how people need to get loans from each other, how people need to do the partnership with each other, how they apply ethics and values in every business transaction they do in their life. So there is existing lifestyle. And this lifestyle actually moving from finance to social lifestyle and to products lifestyle and different, and it is underserved in the centralized world. I mean, the Islamic financial entities everywhere now, when we look at them, they cannot reach every single person to provide these solutions, because the centralization, it requires physical presence in many places. Even if we inject the digital solutions with that, still it requires presence there because it is centralized. And also, you will see even non-Islamic banks, they are providing Sharia-compliant products, and actually that gives a sign that there is a huge demand. What we do is serving this majority or big community that are underserved in the centralized world, serving them in the decentralized world in a way that's more transparent, crucial. You can see the information, and in a way that can reach to everyone. And we are creating the products that matching that. So, for example, we spoke about how people give loans to each other, do partnership and all. We're creating smart contracts that address all of this. We talk about musharaka, mudaraba, murabaha, muqayada, and others. These all are parts and forms of Sharia finance dealing between entities and people to each other. We talk about, for example, the zakat, which is a must donation in Sharia finance, where you donate 2.5 of your resources that you're not using for almost, let's say, 12 months to the poor people that are in need for it. So we are moving this with more transparency on the blockchain, so people can track all the donation, what it happens from which wallet to which wallet. And if we link that with digital identity, then we have a better utility where you know exactly who received that donation. And we're talking zakat itself is just $1 trillion market dollars. If we look at it. But we have beyond this even other utility cases, talking about tourism, talking about banking and other things, where I think Alex and Andre also can give some inputs for that different variety of utility that we do for the community.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to tell about the Islamic in a nutshell, basically what we are doing, what we are striving to do, is to bridge Web3 and the Islamic finance industry. So by solving this ethical dilemma, when Islamic finance cannot widely embrace the Web3 space and the crypto because of all the mechanics that are prohibited in the Islamic finances, such as the interest-based financial products, by solving this, we can actually make these two industries meet, because the uncertainty which are now in the Muslim community as to whether you can use crypto, whether it's halal or haram, which tokens can you use, which dApps can you use, which chains can you use, and etc. So we are, by solving this dilemma, by providing like a clear from the ethical standpoint solution, and solving the actual problems of the community with the financial technologies and Web3 here, we basically trying to just unlock the Web3 space for the Islamic finance and for the Muslim community and wider. So in a nutshell, it looks like this.
And I will amend this with a purely technical view on this. Technical point of view, Islamic coin utility is gas. Islamic coin being the native currency, it's like ETH for Ethereum, same as Islamic coin for HAQQ. So being gas coin, Islamic coin enables users to transact with the network without abusing the network itself. And second, governance. And I want to emphasize the importance of this for HAQQ network, because here in HAQQ we expand governance beyond just purely technical or economical decisions making. In HAQQ, users, stakers, Islamic coin stakers will be able to participate in decision-making process of Sharia Oracle. Sharia Oracle is the framework of for smart contracts to get digital Sharia compliance certificate, and it has two levels. First level is a community level where just Islamic coin stakers decide whether this smart contract advances to this level or not. And second is a Sharia compliance level where our Sharia board conducts audit and issues digital certificates.
I love the team here, guys. You each bring in a different energy. Of course, Mohammed, the fearless leader, And you just mentioned that it is Sharia compliant. Can you just touch on that very briefly? How important is it that this is Sharia compliant? And you mentioned the Sharia Board. What rights do they have?
Okay, that's connected to the Sharia Oracle that Andre was just explaining. So, I mean, let me just put some little more light on this point where Sharia Board is really important to give a certification and a weightage that everything is happening is compliant with the Sharia rules. And actually, you can be strong as strong your Sharia board. That's why we have a Sharia board that sits in more than 40 banks, Sharia board all over the world, including big banks, you can say Standard Chartered and others and more. And they are very well known in this domain. And unlike many projects, they sometimes put Sharia board to do a job for one time and give the certificate, or what we call it in Islamic terminology, fatwa, for one time. And then after they go, then the people start playing right and left, and they go out of the Sharia compliancy. So what we have here, a permanent Sharia board actually, and the Sharia Oracle actually, where there is an important part here. A lot of people are saying, if you control the projects and say, if it is not Sharia compliant, you're not allowed to be on the blockchain, then you're a centralized blockchain. And that's true. So to keep this neutral, people can put their projects on the blockchain. We have no problem. We cannot actually prevent them because that's a fully decentralized blockchain. But when you put your project there, what is your target? You want to target a community. You want the community to trust you and deal with you. And there, you will find the community that only fans of Sharia compliant projects. So you have a choice to tell the community, my project is 100% complying with the Sharia. You go to the Sharia Oracle, where first stage, as Andre mentioned, the community will vote that they like your project. And second stage, where the Sharia Board comes in, they will scan the project and make sure it complies with the Sharia rules. If it complies, then they will certify it as a Sharia compliant, and the project will be actually whitelisted and highlighted as a Sharia compliant project. If not, they will notify the product or project owner what to fix to be Sharia compliant. So that's part of the rights they have. They have rights when it comes also later to projects to be funded through the Evergreen DAO, where it goes actually through two steps again, but one of that steps is the Sharia Board, where they scan the project again and to make sure that this project is Sharia compliant or not. So you can say they are the guards to make sure it goes with the ethics and values of Sharia.
Very interesting. So we'll put the rumors to rest. This project is not haram. This project is halal. Is that correct?
Yeah, right. That's very correct. I mean, people today is easy, and I saw this always, especially when it comes to Web3. Two things you hear it that people just throw it without a second thought. They see new project, they say, oh, this is scam. And somebody will write a comment and run away. He never even read the white paper or go to the website or know any details. Some other people will just come and comment, oh, this is haram. And they will go. And this is not something like just you can through the wall. It's easy to say the word, but there is a responsibility behind this. We need to go and dig into the details. So yes, having the solid Sharia board here that scan, and it gives us a very good, respect and trust from the community that everything is actually halal and compliance with the Sharia. And on the other side, we do respect that some of these scholars might be having an opinion. It's like they're not okay with the blockchain, or let's say crypto or whatever is happening there. But this is a very normal, healthy difference. So it doesn't mean that everyone should say this is 100% halal or 100% haram. But if you have a solid Sharia board with all the logical reasons and all the clarity behind it, then it is something say that it is halal. But in the history of Islamic finance or Islamic Sharia, variety of opinions are very healthy. And you as a person who want to follow, you need just to go and read and understand it. And whatever you feel comfortable, you move with it. And that's lead us also to another point where it makes our project having a unique value proposition. We have a lot of Muslim community today. they want to invest in Sharia or in crypto, let's say. They have this gray area of hesitant. Should I invest? Should I go to that world? Is it Sharia compliant? Is it halal? Is it not? So there is a lot of wealth, not only for crypto, even they have this for banks. You will see a lot of unbanked Muslims. They have a lot of wealth. They don't put that in the bank because they are not sure that this is it goes with the Sharia finance principles and ethics. So these all variety of people, they have now a common ground that is clean and goes with their ethics and values, and that's unique value proposition where our project, it doesn't target just a crypto native people, but it targets beyond that from non-crypto native people and a lot of unbanked people to provide them with a solution that can use it in a very easy way.
And critics will say Islamic Coin is centralized. How do you address this concern?
I will ask my amazing partners.
Yes. Well, first of all, Islamic Coin, I mean, let's speak about HAQQ, not Islamic Coin, because Islamic Coin is just a part of the whole HAQQ network. So HAQQ network is a decentralized blockchain based on proof of stake consensus. So just like Cosmos, Kronos network, and many others, we actually are based on Cosmos SDK. So by technically, it is decentralized in on a level of the block building mechanics, and the fact that we have Sharia Board doesn't make us centralized, because we, like Mohammed expanded, we carefully designed the Sharia oracle in a way that it doesn't prevent anything on blockchain. It just states that this smart contract is Sharia compliant or community approved or both, and that's it. And then it's just it's up to smart contract developers or wallet developers to decide whether they consider Sharia oracle data or not. For example, we decided to consider Sharia oracle data because we develop our own wallet, and in this wallet we check every transaction user makes and look for smart contracts with which these transactions interacts. If there is a smart contract below a level of approval which user prefer, either community or Sharia Board, we just warn user that it's not what you want, but again, do not prevent him from signing. We just warn him, and it's up to him to decide whether to sign this transaction or not. And being EVM compatible, we are compatible with MetaMask, Trust Wallet, whatever wallet which supports custom network addition. So if you don't want to touch Sharia Oracle aspect at all, feel free to use MetaMask, Block Wallet, whatever.
And for our audience, yeah, go ahead.
Just to add to this point, one important thing: I mean, people think or sometimes who post this. Let's say questions, they might misunderstood also how the project is structured, and they didn't read actually very well the white paper, where people sometimes saying, look, the founders can control the 10% that goes to the evergreen DAO, and that makes the project centralized. That's not really correct, because the evergreen DAO, it has its own structure, it is own way to run. The founders has no say, and we cannot do anything with the evergreen DAO. It's totally governed by the community, and then the second level is the Sharia Board. So this 10% goes automatically when every coin is minted to evergreen DAO, and that evergreen DAO will go into 2 stages, and this will be actually published very transparently in the future. So stage 1, the voting, where the community will delegate their votes to certain validators, and these validators will be voting in the evergreen DAO for the project. So it's totally community voting and community delegations and validators that vote for this. And even if you look at HAQQ network, HAQQ network is only one validator, and when we say 5 validators or maybe more will vote, HAQQ network doesn't have more than 20% of that voting rights. So this is a very transparent way, but people sometimes they don't just understand, or they don't have the time to read, and they just go and talk in a non-responsible way about the project. Some of them even have seen they put some articles and some questions where they're connected with us as a co-founders directly. They didn't even take a time to come and discuss or ask. They just put something just to get attention and making some wrong claims. But just this is something to clarify to the community.
And I agree with Mohammed. Check out the white paper, guys. I'm going to link the website below. But yeah, go ahead.
Just one more point. The stake distribution as of now is indeed not ideally distributed so far, but the both stake distribution and validators set accumulation is still in progress. So far, we have something around 65 validators out of 150 maximum cap. We are working with we're pretty careful about which validators to invite to our network. I am currently speaking with onboarding like 15 or 20 more institutional grade validators. That's why it's this process is going not as fast as we see in other networks, which just appear and offer like 100% APY. We currently network does not have APY at all. We did not launch coin minting because if we do it now, then only founders, private sale participants, and some early partners, the ones who will benefit from, who will grab all the staking rewards. We planned token inflation launch right after listing, so that every community member will be able to stake and earn staking rewards. So this is a reason why stake distribution is not ideal, and but even the fact that it is not ideal does not make it in any way centralized. If you look at the distribution, none of the validators controls 1/3 of the total voting rights, which is like a hard cap for stopping the network.
And again, I do want to encourage our audience, check out the website, read the white paper linked below. My final question for you, gentlemen, because I know there's a lot of global interest right now. Are you worried that this global interest might dissipate, after things kind of cool down? And, obviously not. So what can the Islamic Coin holders and users look forward to over the next couple of years?
Okay. From my point of view, I think that's not the case, because this question, if you compare the project with all what is there in the Web3, let's say in the crypto space, might be valid for many projects. But what we do actually, we have existing lifestyle, as we mentioned, and we are moving this lifestyle to the blockchain. So there are a lot of utility cases, dApps and solutions that the community are actually waiting for to use it and to have this technology serving the underserved community for the Islamic finance. And that's actually give a strong sign that it is not just a buzz where the project will be started and then everybody jump into it and like all others people go away. They will have a lot of things that takes them from area to another to have a full 360-degree ecosystem, from financial part even to the social media part, where we are creating HAQQ Social, which is coming soon. Is like a lifestyle to even marketplace to e-commerce. So there are a lot of variety things that covers a very clear gaps in the market and serve underserved community, that secures that this adoption will just continue growing and growing and growing. Maybe Alex and Andre can add something.
Yeah, one part which Mohammed pointed great is which is a real life adoption. It's actually our focus. But I will expand other side for Web3 folks watching us. We expect DeFi ecosystem on HAQQ to look completely different from what we see on Polygon, Ethereum, and other layer ones. If we compare these current layer ones, they are just copycats of each other. There is AMM, lending, flash loans, whatever. Same dApps are named differently. Because of the fact that Sharia ethics creates some boundaries, we expect this fact to boost the creativity of builders to create new kind of DeFis which comply to Sharia ethics and the rules. And it's not just about something new. We expect, I personally believe that Sharia-compliant DeFi ecosystem will be much more sustainable, much more stable, like we see it in the banking world.
Interesting. So yeah, a lot to look forward to with Islamic Coin. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. This is something I'm going to keep on my radar. Final thoughts for the Altcoin Daily audience. Okay,
there is important point to mention here where we wanted also to highlight and say it through Altcoin Daily, where there is like some changes or a bit delay on listing our coin in the market, and the audiences or the community might be asking why this is happening. Actually, from one side, this is very normal in many big crypto projects. We saw projects that delayed their launching by years, not only even by months, and it is one of the successful projects there. But on the other hand, also
for delaying. Ethereum is notorious for delaying.
Exactly. I mean, I would be more worried about projects that be in hurry to list, because I would think people want to list and dump the coin, get the money and run away. So we are not that type of people. We want to do it right, not fast. And then also, we didn't run into something like ICO, IEO, IPO to just get the money from individuals who don't know, and they think like this is Islamic and emotional part works with them, and then they go and just invest. We did a private sales with a private, with a very professional investors, with a very professional VCs and funds. And I would say also here, to address quickly one point where some people say you guys don't announce all the people who invested in the project. I would say that if you look at the total investment that we are on now, we are more than $400 million, almost close to $450 million. More than 70% of those investors are actually announced and very well known. We talk about Kiwi, APO, we talk about DF109, we talk about A195 and many others. So when you look at this, so most of them are actually disclosed and well known, and there are maybe 20 to 25% that we have to respect their privacy and they don't want to be disclosed under NDA agreement and other things, so we have to respect it. But we went into the private sales just as a strong sign to the community that this project is potential, and people who knows where to invest, professional funds, big professional financial institutions, they went into it and they invested. So there is nothing collected now from the community, and that's also another reason. And there is one part related maybe to the legality. I think maybe Alex can put some comment on this, but I would love to say to all audiences that we have a lot of amazing surprises and things to keep your eyes on the project for not a day or a month or a year, but for decades from now onwards.
Very exciting. Alex, Andre, anything? I don't know how you can top that from Mohammed.
Yeah. I can just pile on that. Yeah. So for us, for everyone on this call, I mean, from our side, the Islamic is a opus magnum for us. So we invested everything we had, our best knowledge, our time, our efforts into this, and we are not rushing to list and roll out something that is probably not is still raw from any perspective, whether it's technical, legal, economical, or whatever. So we intentionally decided to be like extra cautious before we present the universal ecosystem, which should be like reliable and gain trust as fast as possible. And to gain trust fast, you have to prepare for a very, very, very long time, and you have to conquer for this trust. That's why we encourage everyone to see our path, because it is transparent. I don't think that any blockchain was so transparent as we are in our preparations and how, from the ethical standpoint, we launching it.
Even though we are not rushing these organizational steps, we do rush features shipment, such as Sharia Oracle, the new amazing features in HAQQ wallet, which make it crypto as a whole, not just Islamic coin, very much more accessible than we see it now. We do rush technical and user features.
Maybe one little fast final calculations. I would love to say that if we calculate, we look at the whole humanity today, there is inflation and there is poverty in many places in the world. The solution we do and we offer and what we do in our project with simple calculation, if the zakat only were the 2.5% of the excess money of the people distributed well over the blockchain and Web3 in a very transparent way, the amount of zakat is enough to solve the suffering and the poverty problems in the world.
I love it. Alex, Andre, Mohammed, thank you so much for coming on today. Audience, check out Islamic Coin, linked below. We'll be watching it. It'll be on our radar, and we'll be rooting for its success. But thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. They see new project, they say, oh, this is scam. And somebody will write a comment and run away. He never even read the white paper or go to the website or know any details. Some other people will just come and comment, oh, this is haram. And they will go. It's easy to say the word, but there is a responsibility behind this. We need to go and dig into the details. Is it Sharia compliant? Is it halal? Is it not?
Islamic is a opus magnum for us.
We'll put the rumors to rest. This project is not haram. This project is halal. Is that correct?
We wanted also to highlight and say it through Altcoin Daily. That's lead us also to another point where it makes our project having a unique value proposition. We have a lot of Muslim community today. They want to invest in Sharia or in crypto, let's say. They have this gray area of hesitant. Should I invest? Should I go to that world? Is it Sharia compliant? Is it halal? Is it not? So there is a lot of wealth, not only for crypto, even they have this for banks. You will see a lot of unbanked Muslims. They have a lot of wealth. They don't put that in the bank because they are not sure that this is it goes with the Sharia finance principles and ethics. So these all variety of people, they have now a common ground that is clean and goes with their ethics and values, and that's unique value proposition where our project, it doesn't target just crypto native people, but it targets beyond that from non-crypto native people and a lot of unbanked people to provide them with a solution that can use it in a very easy way. Also, we didn't run into something like ICO, IEO, IPO to just get the money from individuals who don't know, and they think like this is Islamic and emotional part works with them, and then they go and just invest. We did a private sales with a private, with a very professional investors, with a very professional VCs and funds, and I would say also we have a lot of amazing surprises and things to keep your eyes on the project for not a day or a month or a year, but for decades from now onwards.